Hey everyone, and happy Saturday. Now today is the 13th of May. I hope you've had a fantastic week, and we're going to break down the latest and greatest crypto news. But before we do that, I just want to say a massive thank you. Yesterday's video was my second ever video here on YouTube, and we got over 500 views. Thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me. Now if you do enjoy my content, be sure hit that like button, drop me a comment, and of course, if you really like it, please do subscribe. Now, apologies for the sound issues in today's video. I've got a professional mic arriving on Monday, and it's of course going to increase the ability of me to be able to produce better quality videos. I'm sorry. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the latest and greatest crypto news. Now, at the time of me making this video, Bitcoin is currently sat at $26,799, and in the last 24 hours, that is up 1.81%. Ethereum is at $1,795. In the last 24 hours, yet again, up 1.63%. BNB is at $309. Last 24 hours, that is up 1.39%. XRP is also up 0.22%, sat at 42 cents. And finally, my favourite right now, okay, I'm a little bit biased, but the BitGet native token, BGB, is sat at 47 cents, and that is up in the last 24 hours 0.53%. Now, just a reminder, guys, in the week we spoke around Bitcoin's ecosystem, and more investors are looking to invest in it. Now, you're probably thinking, have I lost my mind? No. There's more and more people developing tokens and projects upon the Bitcoin ecosystem. This week, we touched on ordinals. Ordinals today is at $11.78. In the last 24 hours, that is up 8.44%. Why am I talking about it? Because what is interesting is where the users that are buying this are located. In this token, we are seeing more and more Asian markets actually going in and buying it. Now, traditionally, in my opinion, Asian people and the Asian markets invest very smart, and the rest of the markets tend to follow. Once meme season finishes, are we going to see more and more people filtering into the BRC20 tokens? It's an interesting question. I'm going to stay informed, keep you informed on this, and see how it plays out. Let's have a look at the meme tokens. Now, of course, they give me the jitters, but we have to talk about them. Shiba is up 1%, Dogecoin is up 0.69%, and PEPE. Let's talk about it. PEPE is currently up 63.98%. Why? Why? We can only blame one man, Elon Musk. He tweeted about it, and this is what happened. It flooded up 54%. Right now, it's actually up over 60%. He tweeted the following: look at this. The First Amendment for sharing memes with friends, and there, of course, is PEPE. Yeah, that's right. People bought PEPE on the back of this tweet. I remember flooding back memories of the last bull run. Whenever Elon tweeted a random word or anything strange, all of a sudden it was a token, it did thousands of X's, it made and lost people a lot of money. Now, it looks like not a lot of change from a community point of view. Now, the PEPE official Twitter retweeted it or quote tweeted it, seized the memes of production, and the rest is history. People FOMO'd in, and in my opinion, this is going to end in tears. But what do you guys think? Of course, I don't give financial advice. Anyway, let's get back to the charts. Now, I love this application. It's totally free. It's not a paid endorsement. This is a service, a website that I use because it genuinely helps me with the way that I trade. Why? Because I'm a visual learner. I need to see these things in front of me because it frankly helps me make a better decision. If you're wondering what it is, it's cryptobubbles.net. Now, of course, we're talking about PEPE. Just to me, it's probably very clear, but the bigger the green bubble, the more profit it's in, and the bigger the red, the more it's lost. It's a very easy principle. It helps you. You can filter it from the top 100 all the way to the top 1000, and you can really see some of the biggest gainers and the biggest losers. Let's have a top of them. So Bobo, probably another meme token, is up 34%, Lamb is up 22%, Paint is up 33%, and so on and so forth. Now let's have a look, let's make this more specific to the top 100. Hex is down 39%, very, very interesting, and we're seeing a lot more losers and winners within it. Go and have a play with it, see what's going on and see if it's the service for you. Now, let's talk about Binance. Binance is officially leaving Canada. Now, it's shutting down its services in Canada amid, well, regulation challenges. Now, Binance is to wind down its Canadian operations, citing a difficult regulatory environment and withdrawals. Well, let's break it down. Let's break down withdrawals. Withdrawals follow the news of the guidelines that because of the Canadian Securities Administration are restricting the sales of stablecoins. Now, Binance have been on the back foot in Canada literally since they stopped, trading over in Ontario, which is a major city in Canada, and they have been fighting this battle against Canadian authorities. It's very interesting this. Clearly we're seeing a crackdown upon the Americas as to where the crypto space and its regulations are going, and the fact they've withdrawn is very interesting. Why is it interesting? Because this is the same month of which Binance users in the UK can no longer use GBP, which is the native token, the Great British Pound, to deposit money and make withdrawals. They're stopping it on the 22nd of this month. There's a lot of changes happening around the way Binance is working. For me, this is why I'm extremely passionate about using exchanges that do not require KYC, because we saw what happened with the UK tax story earlier in the week. If you didn't, check out my last video, because it's huge news and we know what's coming. Of course we want regulations, but I don't believe that the end user, us the traders, need to be KYC'd. I think it's the developers, creators, staff working for these huge organisations that have got control, influence on our finances should have to provide this information, not the end user. It goes against the key fundamentals of what the crypto space really is. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. The Islamic Coin. It is the first Sharia-compliant cryptocurrency and it is launching in May. Why am I finding this interesting? Let me tell you. Now, they have created a board, and this board compiles of 40 different people. Do you want to know who those people are? 40 different banks. Now, those banks include Standard Chartered, the Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank, the Dubai Islamic Bank, and many others. Why am I excited about this? Clearly, these are huge entities from the traditional financial world. And this is something I am going to be paying very close attention to. Why? Because these big players are now sat at the table as an advisor to a huge crypto project. This is something we should all be excited about. I'm going to keep you updated on how this plays out, some of the developments, and maybe some of the fallout over the coming months. Now, we spoke about Elon. This just drives me insane. I don't want to talk about this again, so we're going to scoot back past that again. Now, the US dollar is a total mess right now. Actually, it's a bit more than a mess. Let's have a talk about this. Now, US bank deposits have slipped under $17 trillion for the first time in 2 years. But the question is this a positive factor for Bitcoin? Do you want to hear my 2 cents on this? See what I did there, cent? I believe that more and more people around the world have an ill feeling towards the US dollar. Actually, last couple of videos we've been having a joke that some government leaders, some world leaders have actually shorted the US dollar in the last few weeks. It's a fact, it's out there, we've seen the evidence. The clearly public trust and perception is not there. So when people come away from these traditional currencies, they're looking for an alternative. Now for me, okay, I'm a little biased, that alternative is Bitcoin. For others, it may be gold, silver, or any kind of asset like that. But I do believe that more and more people from externally from the crypto space are going to actually come and see crypto as a valuable asset. We've seen it happen time and time again in countries like Turkey, Egypt, where their native currency dips or public trust goes down. More and more people start trading crypto, or at least buying and holding. It's going to be interesting how this plays out. Now, the title of this video is about one man, and that man is the developer of PEPE. Now, if you don't know what PEPE is, it's a crypto project that launched not long ago. It didn't do too well, and then Ben Armstrong, who's BitBoy Crypto, then put his backing behind it. It did a tremendous amount of X's, made a lot of people a lot of money, but also lost a lot of people a lot of money. It's the nature of crypto. But what's interesting is BitBoy Crypto is now in charge. This developer now isn't. And he put this tweet out, let's read it. Pre-sale announcement, everybody get excited, woo! You all saw what I did with Ben, and now it's time for his new project. I'm going to leave this pre-sale open as long as possible because the last one was lit. Wow, cringy language. But anyway, so if it gets too crazy, I'll shut it, but I want this to be as fair as possible. Ultimately, the pre-sale is open until this tweet is deleted, and you must send ETH and only ETH to this address. He gives his ENS, that is ben.eth. Of course, you can validate that over on Etherscan. Of course, we're going to have a look at that. Please don't send tokens from CEXs, which is central exchanges such as Coinbase and Bibance, and the pre-sale is 30% of what is available for sale. The minimum you can send is 0.3 ETH, and the maximum is 5 ETH. Launch this weekend. The contract will be pinned here tonight, as well as links to the white paper, Telegram and website. Here is the Twitter, go and follow it, go and check it out. So, naturally, I went and checked it out. I am not happy to report that as of the time of me making this video, there isn't one tweet on that Twitter page. Hella sus. Anyway, let's have a look at the contract address. Right now, it has actually been sent 2,561 Ethereum. Yes, that's right, you people have lost your mind. You have sent $4.6 million to this contract address without knowing what the project is, what it does, truly who's behind it, or anything about it. You guys are crazy. Just look at the volume of transactions going in the last few minutes. This, for me, is not something that I am going to even touch with a barge pole. Yes, that is an English saying, but I am going nowhere near it. I know no details about it. Why the hell would I? I think the best way to summarise my thoughts on it is this. POV. You launch a coin, it goes to zero, and then BitBoy comes in and saves you. But then you decide to launch another coin and people on the internet send you $3 million. Now it's over that, it's a little bit crazy, but this sums it up. We are living in a crazy world. The more and more people that actually just invest in utility, invest in something that they strongly believe in, the better. This is the ugly side of the crypto space. People are going to lose money. It annoys me. Anyway, of course, nothing in this video is financial advice. You should always do your own research, and this video is made for you, the community. If there's things that you'd like to see me cover, hit it up in the comments, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for your support in the last video. Let's go.